There's a playlist that I'm putting together of amazing crafts, and I said in a previous video, what I'm trying to do is take elements from these amazing crafts and create a completely different craft with it. So what I'm doing here is trying to take all recycled things, a recycled jar, lids, jute that I had already, and create a craft that combines two different crafts that I saw. So this idea is you don't have to buy anything. So first the lid, I scraped it off with a scissor. I found that was easiest for me. I'm sure you guys know how to scrape it off, and I'm in a different way. So what I'm going to do is glue these jars, and you see I have the different size lids. I mean lids, not jars. Different size lids together, one on top of the other. And at the bottom, I'm going to put this. So I'm going to just pause this and do that. So I paused this so I could do the gluing of the lids. So different sizes. You could always paint it. In the video I saw, it was painted. But I'm going to leave it this way so that it looks more, to me, I like the way it looks. So at the very bottom of the bottom piece, I put this canning snap lid so that when you turn it over, you see that little gold detail at the bottom. So you guys can see that. So now what I'm going to do is let these cool off because I used the hot glue. Now you can use better glue, but what I'm then going to do is, you see inside I scraped this so that when it goes on, you can see this kind of rustic inside, like it's just been weathered and worn. I love everything like rustic, weathered and worn. So now what I'm going to do is put this jute around the jar to make a crisscross pattern like a lantern. Let me pause this and do that. If you run out of jute like I did, to give it these bigger knots, you can just tie it together at the end. So you'll just put these two together, these ends together like that, and then make a knot so that you get that knotted look. I'm going to see if I can do it on camera. So you just take the two ends together of your pieces of jute and then you knot it. Let's see if I can get this done on camera. It's probably not going to come out for me. Okay, so you put the knot like this, and then you pull the two ends through. Let's see if I can do this. This isn't working out for me. Let me pause this. Okay, here we are. So you knot it together like this, and then you pull it through. And now I cut off some of the ends of one of the knots, but some of these knots, I think I'm going to leave the ends so that it just gives it as rustic as possible. So you see how simple that is. Now I'm going to glue this to the bottom. So I'm just going to glue this to the bottom. So it came out sideways from me, but I'm going to still put on this handle and finish it up and show you how it should look by leaving in the description the original craft so that you guys get an idea of how it should look. But of course, mine is sideways and the lines aren't straight, but it gives you an idea. So I'm not sure. When I started to do it with the multiple lids, I did it with one lid, but I think I'm going to go for just giving it a lot of extra height. I'm not sure why, but I think I'm going to do with the extra height. So I'm going to pause this and glue this back together. As you can see, I probably shouldn't have done it with hot glue because it comes off, but I think I'm going to give it the extra height, but just to give you guys a choice. So maybe you guys, when you're doing yours, you may not want to go with something higher, but I'm going to go with the extra height. So here it is finished. So I'll show you it. But then I'm going to put a flameless tea light in because once you put the lid on, the flame won't stay in a regular tea light. But I wanted to show it to you. Now I showed you how you could do it without the height, but I kind of like the height. So I'm going to put in a regular tea light just to give you guys a better idea. So here's a flameless light inside. And I'll just turn it around to show you guys. And I will definitely put in the description the original videos so that you guys have an idea. But you guys can see it's not hard to make and you don't need much. You could just pretty much recycle everything. And if you already have jute that has these knots in it because you've tied it together, even better. Anything that makes it, in my eyes, more rustic is better. So to me, the more rustic, the better. Thank you for watching.